I'm Keith Carter. This is Columbus, Ohio, and this is day one of the coronavirus shutdown. Today, they close the schools. Well, they're closing the schools on Monday. They are closing the courts. They're closing any gathering over 20 people is also being either closed, or they're saying that you should avoid those type of gatherings. This is the coronavirus. Now, what will this lead to? This is day one. There's runs on the stores. People have bought up all the ramen. They've bought up all the toilet paper. I don't know what they're going to do with so much toilet paper. But they bought up all the stuff. Guests have canceled. Events have canceled. Guests that were Airbnbs that was fully booked for the month are now empty. Students have been moved to online work from universities. Some of those students have moved into Airbnbs because they just didn't want to be on campus with all those other students. Now, what happened in China, we know. But how will this impact the United States? We're different. Like the guy from the CDC said when he was asked the question, who's responsible for making sure that there is a test, that anyone that needs a test can get one when they need it or when their doctor orders it? And his response was, we're not set up for that. That's not how our system works. Basically saying no one's responsible. No one is at the helm of a pandemic in the United States, of an epidemic in the United States. No one's at the helm. So now what happens? I don't know, but this is day one. What have I done? Did I stock up on toilet paper? No, I already had toilet paper. I did buy some extra food things that I might need. And what else did I do? Prayed. That's probably the best thing you can do. It'll keep you calm. And two, it'll make sure you're on the right road in case you are checking out of here. But this is day one. Today's date is March the 11th, I believe, 2020. Everybody said 2020 was significant, that, based upon the eye vision 2020 and the television show 2020. 2020 is the year where things have clarity. Well, there's nothing like a good pandemic to bring clarity to people's minds, but to bring panic to the world. So will the world panic? Will the U.S. panic? Here's another thing. Oil prices have dipped down along with the stock market. But the oil prices have dipped down because Saudi Arabia and Russia has decided to produce more oil and to lower the costs. What is this causing? This is causing, or what could this cause? The United States oil production, last time I checked, the oil was at $30 a barrel. The United States oil production, mostly done through fracking, etc., while vast amounts of oil cost around $70 a barrel. So anything below $70 a barrel, currently $30, is very, very bad for the U.S. oil industry. Is Saudi Arabia and the Russians putting the U.S. Oil industry out of business? Perhaps. Day one, March 11th, 2020, coronavirus.